Hello everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com with another video for bitcoin101.alexmerced.com. In this video I want to show you how to buy, okay? It's not hard. Honestly, buying Bitcoin's become like buying anything else online. There's a lot of companies that have made it really easy. And if you're in the United States, probably the most well-known and the most company that follows all the US regulations the best is a company by the name of Coinbase. Okay, especially if you're in like New York or Washington, they're probably really the only company you're fully able to deal with above water. So essentially, all you have to do is head over to Coinbase.com and open up an account. Now, if you head over to libertydeal.info, that's libertydeal.info. I have a link. It's a referral link, and if you use a referral link, if you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you get an extra $10. I get an extra $10. So if you've enjoyed this video series and you appreciate what I'm doing, it doesn't hurt to use that link when opening up your Coinbase account. But bottom line is, you go to Coinbase, put in whatever amount of money you put in. Again, this video is not meant to be investment advice. So at the end of the day, you should consult a financial professional as far as, is this an appropriate action for you? What is the amount that you should put at risk? Because again, this is like any other asset you have. There are risks involved. Values do change, and that's sort of your main risk. But you should not put any money here that you're not okay with losing, okay? Doesn't mean you will lose it. You might make money. But you need to make sure that you're aware of what your tolerance of risk is before going into it. Okay, so again, anything I say here is not a recommendation. This is merely for education. It's on you to determine what's the appropriate level of risk and what's the appropriate actions for you. But you open up your Coinbase account and you can put in a bunch of money or a little bit of money or however much you want, and you can buy three things on Coinbase: Bitcoin, the main cryptocurrency that everyone is aware of; Litecoin, again, that's sort of second place coin; and then 3, Ethereum, which wasn't originally meant to be a currency, but has become one because of how special it is. And we'll get back to Ethereum. It's a very interesting topic. But you can buy all 3 of those and just own it. And you can send it to people. You can receive it from people using your Coinbase account. Now, a strategy that I use, okay, so again, this may or may not be appropriate for you, but a strategy that I use is that I have a set dollar amount of each coin that I want to hold. So generally, if I want to hold either $500 or less, what I do is I wait for 20% moves. So if the value is 20% up, so if, let's say I put in $500 in that coin, and I say I want $500 in Litecoin, just as an example. If it's up 20%, then now I'll have $600 in Litecoin. So what I'll do is I'll take my winnings and I'll sell the extra $100, and now I'm back to $500 worth of Litecoin. And if the opposite happens and it's 20% down, so I'm down to $400, I'll buy another $100 worth of Litecoins. This way, essentially what you're doing is you're buying whenever it's cheaper and you're selling whenever it's more expensive, and then you're always making sure to take your winnings because you have a rule that kind of tells you, okay, I've made a little bit of money, let me take some of my winnings before anything happens. So that's an approach I take for if I'm having over $500, then I'll use a 10% benchmark. So again, I use 20% for $500 or less. I use 10% for anything above that. And then again, basically you're looking for that move up or down, and then you just rebalance it to that set dollar amount you want to have in that particular coin. This helps minimize your risk, because basically if there's a sudden price change, you'll have taken gains, and if suddenly there's a spike up, you will have bought some while it was cheap. And so far it's worked well for me. Again, if there's a prolonged price drop, then it could hurt you, but that's anything else. You're taking that risk if you decide to, and be aware there are risks when you do so. Okay, but that's essentially what you can do with Coinbase. Okay, another thing you can use is something called Tether.to. Now, when you're using Tether.to, you are not buying Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. What they do is something a little bit different. They actually create what's called a USD token, or a US dollar token. And for every dollar you give them, you get one token. and later on you can redeem that token for $1. So there's no investment here. It's, you get a token, it's worth $1, it'll always be worth $1. You can always get $1 for it, but you can use that token to send money to whoever, to buy things, etc. It's essentially just turning your dollar into a cryptocurrency. So that's another thing you can do if you want. You can also do that with euro and yen over there at tether.to. And the last platform I want to make sure you guys are aware of is uphold.com. What uphold.com is super interesting. Not only can you buy cryptocurrencies, unless you're in Washington, New York, you can also buy things like foreign currencies, gold, platinum, palladium, and also you can generate virtual credit cards, so that way you can actually purchase things with a Visa anywhere that accept Visa, MasterCards, basic credit cards. You can generate a virtual credit card number and buy stuff with your balances. So you won't necessarily have to turn your gold into cash, or your Bitcoin into cash, or your euros into cash. You can just generate that virtual MasterCard, and they'll debit it from your balance in that particular asset, which makes it where all your investments are spendable. Very cool. That's at uphold.com. So those are the 3 ways that you can kind of get started the easiest: through coinbase.com, use my referral link, tether.to to buy US dollar tokens, and 3, through uphold.com, where you can buy a variety of different things, even non-crypto assets like foreign currencies and precious metals. So my name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com. I'll see you guys in the next video.